Hello, everyone. I am Fred, and this is Tony.
Hey, y'all.
And you are chatting with the Pratchers. So glad to have you today. Listen, today's subject is going to be the holidays are over. Now what?
Now what, huh?
What now? So I have a question. The question is, and I want to pose this question to you, and I need you to put it in the comment. Put the answer in the comment, okay? So the question is, how long should you keep your decorations up?
Well, if you're asking me, I think that a person should leave their decorations up as long as they feel like it. As long as your decorations aren't outside and you're disrupting the rules of your HOA, you don't have a huge abominable snowman and little snow babies all over the lawn, and as long as your stuff is in the house where you can enjoy, I think they can be left up until Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh. Did y'all hear this lady? She said Valentine's Day. I disagree. I think that really after you cross over that New Year, them decorations should be coming down. I'm okay with leaving them up, the last days of December, going over into the New Year. But after you get into that New Year, I believe you should be taking those decorations down. That's just my opinion. Now, if you want to leave them up to Valentine's Day, more power, more power to you. But listen, put it in the comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. So I have another question for you.
Okay.
How long should you keep your holiday food? How long should you be eating those leftovers?
This man, why do you keep bringing up these debatable topics? I'm trying to keep a happy home.
I am too. I'm trying to keep a happy home too. I want to be happy too.
So, okay. Everyone who cooks knows that by the third day, it takes about 3 days for the flavor to even set in. I mean, so and listen, don't shake your head, So listen, you buy the food, you cook the food, you put your blood, sweat, tears, and love in this food. You want the food to last. It takes a lot. So I'm not just so eager to throw it away after the third day.
Listen, if y'all keeping this food 7 days, 7 days, you keeping this food seven days, I think, that's quite a bit of time to be really keeping that food that long. Don't be keeping that food no 7 whole days.
7 whole days.
And not a word from you. Listen, get rid of that food. Clean that refrigerator out.
Ooh.
Don't keep that food that long. 7 days is too long for you to have that holiday foods still eating on that food. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I feel offended. Why you on here telling all the business? Anyway, so we're talking about leftover food and leftover decorations. Let's talk about leftover feelings.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's chat about it.
So, the holidays are a joyous time of year for most of us, but for some people it's really, really tough. And the whole world is going around saying it is the most wonderful time of the year. There's a whole song about it. But some people are really grieving, and it feels like the worst time.
Yeah. Because
they're having to go through this this wonderful time where everyone else is happy without their loved ones.
Right.
And we just want to take a moment and recognize those people and let you know that we see you and we hear you, we feel you.
That's right.
I'm with you. It is year 4 for me. Year 4 that my mother transitioned, and so it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And I also have another family member he's in the hospital and he's out of town, so I can't be with him. So it's kind of hard because I'm used to at least mama being there. I could call her on the phone if I couldn't be with her. And so life is different now for me.
Right.
And sometimes when you're feeling those feelings of grief, it's kind of hard to be around people who are whole and families who are whole. I mean, no jealousy. It's not that. It's just that you feel like you're not whole, and so it's hard to be around complete families. Now, me and you, we have a complete family. My nuclear family is intact.
Right.
Okay. Even my my extended family with my in-laws, it's intact, very supportive, and all that, and they show me love. But y'all, there are times that I really would like to kind of just be alone, just kind of isolate a little bit. My feelings tell me, mama's not here, and you can't be with your, all your loved ones. So just kind of, go in the room, just kind of get some time alone. And I'm not saying that that a person shouldn't do that and that it's wrong, but I do believe that it is better for me to lean into the love that I have, lean into the people who are showing me love, just kind of, draw them closer,
right.
Because in doing so, I get to let some of that grief out, and I get to let love and light in. And I don't want to take us too fast, but I do want to talk a little bit about our feelings and about how our bodies play against us. Our hormones literally play against us. We have stress hormones. We have a hormone called cortisol, and it is known as the stress hormone. And when this hormone is activated through traumatic experiences, through grief and sadness, it will kind of induce feelings of, will cause you to overeat, and other physical symptoms. People's hair fall out sometimes. Well, hair loss. People experience hair loss, even weight loss, weight gain.
That's true.
Cortisol can contribute to a lot of physiological changes that we experience. And so when you're going through grief, sometimes that chemical is just producing over time because it's activated through our grief. So it's important to just to not just linger there. Have your moment.
Yeah.
And let it be a moment.
Right.
And then try to, ease out of that moment, because you don't want the moment to turn into a lifestyle.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, so those people who are going through those moments and who are having those feelings, the other people around them that are not having those moments, who are joyous and who have the get up and go about themselves, who probably hadn't gone through the situation or the circumstance, the grief or the bereavement of losing someone, or just whatever that traumatic thing is. We have to know how to give that love.
Yeah.
We have to know how to engage that person who is going through, because you have no idea what they're going through and how they are going through. So it behooves us, if you know that they have lost someone.
Yeah.
You should go in and give them a love, give love on them, and give them that love that they need or just really want. Sometimes they don't know that they actually want it because they are grieving.
I'm so glad that you're saying that, and I wanted you to finish your thought, but I'm so glad that you're saying that, because I am a person who I like, I grieve privately, as we, most of us do. We don't get it out in the open, and then, we just let go in the open. So we do. And sometimes we do want to be rescued.
Yes.
And and even I, having this experience, it it sets me up to be able to help someone else who's having the experience, okay? But when I'm helping them, I want to know how to help them. There is a method to it. You can't pull somebody out of grief kicking and screaming. You have to lead them out.
That's right.
You show them the way and allow them to take your hand and walk through it. But you can't drag them out because you could hurt somebody.
That's true.
You could cause more damage with your drastic approach. Come on, it's time for you to get out of this state. You've been here too long, or you still crying about mama now. And there's a time and a place and a way for everything. Some people may be able to handle that kind of approach, but a lot of people cannot, and we do more harm than good when we come with that approach. So be kind and be gentle when you're leading someone through their grief cycle.
Right. It is definitely important that you know how to be kind, loving kindness to someone, or giving them that loving kindness, is because, like she said, and I just don't want to beat on the drum, but it is very important that you do it the right way, because you don't want them to harbor bad feelings about you, having resentment and things of that nature. But we'll get into that at another time. But the good thing about it is that she talked about the cortisol, and we also have the dopamine that's within our system that helps us in times of grief or bad feelings, that when that dopamine is released, it helps suppress those feelings, and it gives you good, happy thoughts.
Isn't that something?
About people. It gives you the good feelings, or a laugh or a joke. It will push you into the area to be happy, or to have joy. And so you want your body to be able to give off that as well as the stress of that time, because yes, your memory is going when that season comes in, right? Because that season is not good for everybody, because mama died around Christmas time, we ain't gonna have mama here no more, right? So that's when the dopamine comes in and kicks in and say, but you remember when you guys used to be at mama's house and y'all used to enjoy each other, and it brings that feeling instead of, oh, woe is me feeling. And so you want that type of thing flowing in your mind and in your body. So your body does that for you. It goes in and helps you to cope with that.
So let's get this straight. So we understand now that both these chemicals are in our bodies.
It's in our bodies
at the same time. So isn't that something though? And I believe that we have those chemicals to help balance us out. You
need balance.
And this is the thing. So some of us may be over much in one area, and that is the reason that sometimes you have to take medicine to get you balanced out. Some people need medicine to balance them out, and it is just so important not to be so quick to judge.
That's right. Can I hit on something real quick that you just said, the balance part of it, because you want to be able to have the moments or the grieving portions of it, because if you're too joyous and you're not dealing with the emotional part of loss, then it can eventually come out and be destructive. So you have to have the low to the high as well. So you don't want to be I'm good all the time, and not dealing with the emotional part of it.
That's right.
As well as you don't want to stay low all the time, or too low too long, and then you go into depression or some type of low, and then it comes out that way. So
Sure can.
that's the reason for the balance. And you were right on point. And there is medication for certain things.
Yeah.
So I mean, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we've talked about quite a few things, and hey, I think that it would be very important and good for us to talk about ways that we can naturally increase that dopamine.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be very important, because not so that we can be, just on a high all the time, but that's good. That's good. It's good to just have good feelings.
Yeah.
And to know how to motivate yourself. Self-care is one way to increase, I think, to increase dopamine. Self-care, and we're going to get into that later. Okay, I'm not going to harp on that. But hey, we've talked about quite a few things, and I want to say that the holidays have been pretty good for me. And I was right here. I didn't go anywhere, but some of you have. Some of you live out of town, live away from your family, and you came home for the holidays. Some of you college students, and some of you seasoned folk, who went away to reinvent yourselves. How was it when you came back?
Yes.
We want to know.
Put it in the comments section.
I mean, yeah, how was it? Did you just slide back into place? Or do you feel like a fish out of water? We want to know.
Let us know.
I can just imagine how some people, maybe at home you're a sweet little Susie May, and then you went out of town and you became Susan.
Oh.
And so when you come home again, you want to be recognized as Susan, but they're still calling you Susie May.
Oh.
I mean, how does that feel? How's that working for you? I mean, so let us know. We are all going through changes and transitions in life. And a lot of times our families are the last to accept our changes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's something else. That's good.
It's very true.
That's good.
They won't let you be great sometimes. I mean, I know you thinking it. I know I'm with you, girl. I'm with you, guy. It's like they won't let me be great. They won't let me be Susan. I mean, but we gotta love them where they are.
That's right. And so with not allowing you be Susan as well, but then there's some times where you still have to come back and be Susie May sometimes. Sometimes you might have to be who they know you as, because I'm not saying that you can't change, but it's okay to be who you are.
Yes.
It is okay. And so, and just like your family members, allow them to be who they are, because you may have gone somewhere and now you want to change some stuff, or you don't want to be around certain things. But if that old uncle that just act crazy and things of that nature, let uncle be, and you hug them and you love on them and give them that, because that may be what uncle needs. Uncle may need the love. He may just need the hug from you.
Yeah.
And so you just have to let people be where they are, and maybe they'll come around and see it your way.
Yes, absolutely, because we all have room to grow and evolve and change. There's one little nugget that I do want to make sure that we touch on, and that is compassion.
Oh, wow.
When we're out and we're taking care of business, maybe you're at the bank, or maybe you're at the grocery store, maybe you're somewhere paying a bill, and you get that person standing behind you who's very just full of complaints. We just want to be mindful that he or she may be going through some serious stuff. There may be some trauma there that they're trying to work through, or just trying to get over. Not even work through, they're trying to get over it.
That's right.
And it's important for us, if we care to try to show some kindness, show kindness, and it's so easy to kind of look at the person in front of you and kind of motion like, you see that back there acting a fool. It's easy to do that. It's easy to do that. But what if you just turned around and smiled at the person and said, you know what, I can see that you're in a bit of a hurry. You can step in front of me. It's okay. And give them your place in line. Switch up with them. Or, dare I say it, let somebody have your parking space. If you're in a standoff for a parking space, let them have the parking space.
Let them have it. Give it to them.
It could make somebody's day.
Yeah. Or it could make your day.
You right about it. I'm with you when you're right, Mr. Pratchers.
It could make your day. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
know what's going on in the minds of people and what could really tick them off. And just going back to what you said about letting that person go in front of you as far as the line is concerned. It could be the thing that save even your life or someone else's life. What I mean by that is they could be saying to themselves, man, if somebody say one more thing to me, I'm ready to cut loose. I'm gonna shoot up this whole place. But because you had the presence of mind to see that the person was maybe dealing with some stuff, and you just let them go ahead in front of you, and they say, hey, listen, you know what, thank you, or they may not even say thank you. They say like, well, at least somebody
Somebody cares.
Somebody care about me,
Yeah.
or some good. I'm glad some good happened to me.
Yeah.
Because they're not. It was just the one little thing that could tick them off. If somebody say one more thing to me, I'm ready to cut loose. But because you did that, you helped them not to cut loose.
Yes.
We don't know. We have no idea what a person is dealing with.
Yes.
The thing that could really push them over the edge. And so you just help do that for you or someone else.
You just saved a life.
Yeah. And the life you could have saved was your own, probably. We
right.
don't know.
That's right.
We don't know. So, but it just behooves us, like she said, to show compassion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And speaking of compassion, when you are at home with your family members, it's very important for us to spend time with our families, playing games and making memories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make some good memories.
And for those of us who enjoy a good card game, like Spade, it is very compassionate to mentor somebody who doesn't know how to play Spade. Like, there was this lady on Facebook who was talking about it. She said, mentor somebody. I thought that was ingenious. And so big ups to you if you're watching. But yeah, I thought it was awesome. Mentor somebody, or show your compassion by just standing on the side, watch, spectate and learn. And, don't link up with somebody, don't partner up if you don't know how to play. Because, if you call books, if you can't count books, and those Spade players, if you know. If you can't count books, don't partner with me, because if you get me set, it's gonna be a problem. You feel me?
Yeah, just I'm gonna say this about the Spade. Just if you know how to play, go ahead and play. If you don't know how to play, go sit down. Because
the life you save may be your own.
Just go sit down if you don't know how to play. I'm just saying. Don't play, please.
Listen, when I was growing up, spades was forbidden in our house. And it was because people had lost their lives in card games. So we were not allowed to play spades. And I take my spade game very seriously. Very seriously. So, hey.
I guess she take it seriously because she grew up in the house where they might lose their life.
Hey,
It's just a game. It's just a card game. I don't want nobody to lose their life because you're playing spades. If I'm competitive, I'm competitive. If I beat your brains in, I beat your brains in. But that's just it. That's the end of it. I don't want no smoke.
people drive by your house,
Listen, I don't want no smoke. I think I'm pretty good at it. So, like, if you ain't good at it, don't even worry about sitting at the table. It's okay.
Show compassion. Just be observant. Just like yeah. I'm just
Lord
gonna watch.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, please watch.
Yeah, So hey, it's been real, y'all. It's been real. And so we talked about how to show compassion.
Yes.
Okay. We talked about how to take care of yourself, how to take care of others.
Yes.
Being kind when you're pulling somebody through the tunnel of the grief cycle.
That's right.
And talked about those decorations and the food, that all the wonderful things that linger after the holidays.
Yeah.
And so I think this is an excellent time to to let that go.
Okay.
But hey, in the meantime,
And in between time, take down them decorations.
and then come on back so that you can see us at the next chat.
We'll see you soon.
All right, bye y'all.